Kiaguyjoe here, back with another video. Today I have the 2021 Hyundai Santa Fe 2.5 Turbo. I've seen a few of these already on the road. They do have a road presence because of that front end. Taking a look here at this front end, as you can see, you have LED turn signals. Almost door hammer-like, but not all the way. You have your LED low beams right here, and then your LED high beams right there. No fog lights on this model. I don't think either models come with fog lights, but Hyundai's lights are so bright these days, probably don't even need fog lights. Have this nice mesh pattern here with a big Hyundai logo in the front with your front camera. You have these functional air curtains right here in the front. Taking a look at these wheels, you have your 235 55 by 19s. Nice wheel. Taking a look here at the rear, you do have an LED light. It doesn't go all the way across the vehicle, which I think is something that they should have done to give it a little more presence from the rear. My biggest issue is that I thought the turn signal would be here, but that is the reverse light. The turn signal is all the way down here, and it's looks LED with the flash, but it's probably incandescent. But that's the biggest issue I have with Hyundai and Kia, models. They keep putting the turn signals way down here in the bumper, when naturally people are looking at the whole module in the rear for your turn signal, not way down in the bumper. For me, that's a safety concern in certain aspects, but most people wouldn't think too much of it. I did forget was the power figures. I believe this model comes with 291 horsepower, 2.5 turbo. Other than that, this is your SUV. It does sit up high. This model comes with roof racks for any gear that you might want to put on top of the vehicle. This model does have that parking function where you can move the vehicle forward and backwards. I'm going to test that out in a bit. Now, this is probably the biggest reason people are going to SUVs, because they sit high and they can give you a lot of trunk space. As you guys can see, this one has a good amount of trunk capacity, or cargo capacity, if you may. I would say this is about 20 plus cubic feet. I don't do the math, guys. I just kind of go off what I see. You can fold the second row from the rear. It does fold down. It doesn't just drop like in some other models. But you cannot fold the seats back up with the same button. You have to manually pick it up. You have this tonneau cover here. Very useful to cover any cargo items that you may not want others to see. You have a grab handle here to close the trunk, or you can press the button to close it. As I said, you have to manually pick up the seats, but they do fold back pretty easily. Before we hop into the second row, let's take a look at this door here. You have a manual sunshade here. It's pretty nice. You have soft touch materials for the top of the door. You have a aluminum painted door handle here, and you have a padded area right here where you may rest your arms. This is something that the Elantra didn't give you, but this portion right here is hard plastic. Most people's arms will go the length of the door, but it's nice that it's not piano black plastic. And this model gives you two-stage rear heated seats. You have a Harman Kardon audio system here with a nice mesh pattern on it. and cup holders on the lower portion of the door. It is hard touch plastics, but that's to be expected. Alright, taking a look at the rear seat here. This model has a gray interior, gray and black, with some white or silver color piping. I have a lot of leg room here, feels pretty good. And I also have a recline function where I can recline the seat way back. More space than I need. Closing the door, nice solid thunk there. You have LED lighting in the back. Some air vents here for the rear passengers. You have a 115 volt outlet back there and 2 USB ports. With one map pocket on the back of the front passenger seat, none on the back of the driver's seat. Looking here at the door panel, this padded or soft touch plastics up top. Nice carbon fiber like trim. Not real carbon fiber though. This area is hard touch plastics. You have some padded materials here and hard touch plastics right here. Nice mesh speaker with Harman Kardon again. And some bottle holders for your drinks. Taking a look around this interior. Pretty nice. Nice two-tone color scheme here with the gray and black, with some silver accented materials and some faux stitching. Taking a look here at the glove box. It's not lined with felt, but it is damped. Nice size. You have this little area right here where you can put a phone or something. It is rubberized with some padded material. So, you know, it shouldn't, whatever you put here shouldn't be moving around. This model does come with heated and cooled seats, which is a very nice touch for a very hot day like this. I like how the AC vents are, you know, how they're shaped and how they kind of match the theme of the vehicle. You also have another AC vent right here for your defroster. Incandescent lighting for the mirror, but that's no surprise at all. This portion of the center console is padded, feels nice. Press that button to open it, and it reveals a pretty deep space. You can probably fit a couple of bottles down there. Nice area down here where you might store some, you know, whatever, a purse or whatnot. Does have 2 USB ports on the bottom for either side. Taking a look here at the driver's seat door. Same deal of materials, soft touch leather or a padded area up here at the top of the door. More of that fake carbon fiber look right there. Hard touch plastics here. Soft gray leather for this model right here, and hard touch plastics right here. We have 2-person memory seating. Closing the door, nice solid thunk right there. You have your interior dimming function to dim the illumination of the lights. Not sure if this model has ambient lighting. It may be too bright for me to you know, confirm that. You have lane keep assist, button for opening your trunk, and traction control over here. The electronic parking brake over here. Taking a look here at the steering wheel, you have your phone controls on the left side and your cruise controls on the right side. This button will allow you to follow the vehicle in front of you at a safe distance, and it should automatically slow you down in that case as well. Then you have this beautiful digital gauge cluster. It's not 3D like you see in the Genesis products, but this will do. It is pretty nice. But before we get to that in the entertainment system, we're going to take a look here at this center stack here. You have 2 cup holders with a phone holder right here. This does have wireless charging. Oh, this is your wireless charger right here. Okay, that's your wireless charger with 2 cup holders, USB port, and you can close that up with this plastic material. I actually like this material a lot better than Prieto black plastic, so kudos to Hyundai for putting that in there. P to park, of course R to reverse, N for neutral, and D for drive. You have your drive mode selected here. You have Smart, Sport, and Comfort. I like how the gauges change for whatever drive mode you want to go into. Alright. You have a heated steering wheel, auto hold, and a button to disable the engine auto stop. And you have your parking sensors right there with a 360 camera. Very high res camera. You have your rear, you have a top down view, or you can just get a direct rear view. You have a side by side view, and you can also change what is displayed. So coming to the AC controls, they gave you hard buttons. I know in some vehicles they're starting to switch to a touch control, but I'm glad in this model they decided to give you some hard buttons for your AC on, AC off, fan speed, the direction for the air, and you can recirculate. Everything is hard button. You have a toggle for the temperature, and it'll pop up on the screen there, so that's nice. You have your map. This vehicle does come with navigation. It is touchscreen. It is pinch to zoom, and it does give you the option to toggle with your tune button for the radio. Navigation, your favorites button to favorite whatever you want to as far as phone projection, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which this vehicle does have. You can seek the music back and forth, radio and media settings and setup. Looking up top here, you have full LED lighting for the cabin. That's to be expected. This is the top of the line model. And you have a nice size panel sunroof here that lets in a lot of light that goes all the way back over the second row passengers' heads. The material is not suede, it's sort of like a mesh. Maybe this is a recycled material, but it feels pretty good. I would prefer to have a black headliner, but that's just me. Probably the same interface as what's in Kia vehicles. If this were in a Kia vehicle, this would be purple. I much rather prefer this blue. Just looks a little bit more elegant. This model does come with the side view cameras, where as you turn on the turn signal, you will have a camera pop up in your gauge cluster to display your vulnerable blind spots, and that's for both sides. I like how they have a little Hyundai in the middle as well. It would have been nice for them to add a little bit more detail to it, as well as if I was to hit the brake or the turn signal, you will actually see that on the little vehicle icon in the middle.